Good afternoon, my dear students from Ishtar Private School, 5th grade. Today, I'm going to explain a new grammar rule for you, which is the reported speech. الكلام المنقول in Unit 6. There are 4 main types of reported speech. The first one is reported statements with say or tell. 2. Reported questions. 3. Reported commands, أوامر منقولة. And the last one, reporting with other verbs. Let me give you the first type, which is the reported statements with the verbs say or tell. Note, when we want to report someone's actual words, we should follow these steps. The first one, change the verb tenses. The second one, change the pronouns. 3. Use said, the past tense of the verb say, or told, the past tense of the verb tell. You must put an object pronoun after it, just like me, him, her, etc., or an object noun, just like Layla, Ali, etc. 4. That can be used or omitted. This means that it's up to you to use that or don't use it. Now, let us take the verb changes. Direct speech, reported speech. The first tense, the present simple. When we want to report the present simple, we should change it into past simple. Number 2, present continuous becomes past continuous. 3. Present perfect simple becomes past perfect simple. 4. Present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous. 5. Past simple, past perfect simple. 6. Past continuous. When we want to report it, we change it to past perfect continuous. And number 7, the last one, will becomes would, can becomes could. Now, let us take some examples about the direct speech and the reported speech. The first tense is the present simple becomes, in the reported speech, past simple, as I said before. The pronouns I, you, we, they take the base verb, just like we sleep early, while the other pronouns he, she, it take the verb plus s or es, like he studies or she walks. The past simple is divided into regular and irregular. Regular, just like the verb walk, becomes walked, and irregular, just like the verb sleep, becomes slept. Number 2, present continuous becomes past continuous in the reported speech. Is, are, plus verb plus ing. An example, they are reading. While in the past continuous, the form is was or were plus verb adding to it ing. Example, they were reading. Number 3, present perfect simple. The form is has or have plus the third form of the verb. An example, we have traveled. It becomes past perfect simple in the reported speech. The form is had plus the past participle of the verb. Example, they had traveled. Number 4, present perfect continuous. مضارع تام مستمر. The form has or have plus been plus verb plus ing. In the reported speech, it becomes past perfect continuous. The form is had plus been plus verb adding to it ing. Just like we had been studying. Number 5. Past simple. An example. I was late for school. Was the past tense of the verb be. Becomes in the reported speech past perfect simple. Just like he had been late for school. So, the past perfect of the verb was or were is had been. Number 6. Past continuous. The form was or were plus verb plus ing. Becomes in the reported speech past perfect continuous. Had plus been plus verb plus ing. Example. I was watching TV. It becomes in the reported speech he or she had been watching TV. Number 7, the last one. Will becomes would. Can becomes could. Now, my dear students, after taking the verb changes, let us take the pronoun changes. But you should put in mind, sometimes the pronoun changes depend on the number of speakers and the situation. في بعض الأحيان بناتي تغيير الضمائر يعتمد على عدد المتكلمين والموقف. In the direct speech, I becomes in the reported speech he or she. Me, him or her. We, they. Us becomes them, you, I or we, my, his or her. Let us take some examples in order to report them. The first one. Huda, I will help you with your homework. Number 2. Noura, I have been studying for 3 hours. Number 3. Ahmed, my father was washing his car when I arrived. 4. Ali, my parents have traveled to Britain. 5. Tariq, our teacher treats us kindly. 6. Selma, we visit our grandparents at the weekend. Number 7. Suha, Layla was my best friend. Let me give you this example. Surah, I am watching my favorite movie with my parents. Before reporting any statements, put in your mind the pronouns and the verbs. Write down the subject, Surah. Put the verb said or told after it, followed by that, or it's up to you. You can omit it. Change the pronouns. We are talking about Surah, so I becomes she. Present continuous, I'm watching, becomes was watching past continuous. My becomes her favorite movie. We are talking about Surah's favorite movie. With my becomes her. Also, we are talking about Surah, her parents. Now, let us go back to the sentences in order to report them together. Number 1. Huda, I will help you with your homework. We should write the subject Huda, followed by the verb said. Huda said that. I becomes she. We are talking about Huda. Its pronoun is she. Will changes to would, she would. Help, you becomes me with my homework. Your, the possessive adjective, becomes my. Number 2, Noura, I have been studying for 3 hours. Noura said that she, present perfect continuous becomes past perfect continuous, had been studying for 3 hours. The complement of the sentence. 3. Ahmed, my father was washing his car when I arrived. Ahmed told me, or Ahmed said, that, or without it, my father becomes his father, because we are talking about Ahmed's father. His father was washing, past continuous becomes past perfect continuous, had been washing his car when he had arrived. I becomes he because we are talking about Ahmed, and the verb arrived past simple changes to past perfect simple. Again, Ahmed said, or Ahmed told me, that his father had been washing his car when he had arrived. Number 4. Ali, my parents have traveled to Britain. Ali said, or Ali told me, that his parents, we are talking about Ali's parents, have traveled becomes had traveled from present perfect simple to past perfect simple, and the complement of the sentence to Britain. Again, Ali said that his parents had traveled to Britain. 5. Tariq, our teacher treated us kindly. When we want to report this sentence, it becomes Tariq said that their teacher, plural, our becomes their teacher, treat, present simple to past simple, treated, us becomes them kindly. Again, Tariq said that their teacher treated them kindly. Number 6. Selma, we visit our grandparents at the weekend. Selma said that they, we becomes they, visit present simple becomes past simple, visited our grandparents becomes their grandparents at the weekend. Selma said that they visited their grandparents at the weekend. At the last sentence, Suha, Layla was my best friend. Suha said that Layla was becomes had been from past simple to past perfect simple, her best friend. Suha said that Layla had been her best friend.